Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an AD&D monster video on green dragons. I've done videos on black and blue dragons because players tend to expect dragons in a game titled Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. I'm going to do videos on all of the evil dragon types that dungeon masters can use against their players. This video is about green dragons, so here we go. Green dragons prefer bleak or wild forests or wooded areas. They tend to find underground caverns as their lairs. They have a 1 in 5 chance to use magic, and their breath weapon is a cloud of poisonous chlorine gas. Their claws and bites are very effective as well, but their primary weapon is that cloud of chlorine gas. As a dungeon master, I suggest you read through the accounts of World War I trench warfare as it pertains to chlorine gas. The effects are quite nasty. Chlorine gas was used extensively in World War I. The best places for the dragon to exhale this poison cloud is in a low-lying or enclosed area. Any room where the gas cannot disperse, any deep area where the gas can collect. Chlorine gas is heavier than air, so it tends to settle in the bottom of pits and trenches, etc. That's what made it so effective in World War I. The guys fought in trench warfare, like you've heard of no man's land with the trench warfare on either end. Well, they used chlorine gas, and the gas would settle in the trenches. The troops would have to come out of the trenches, where they're easy prey for the machine gunners. It's very nasty, very vicious fighting. But chlorine gas can be effective in that way. If there's no way for the player characters to get out of the low area, they're kind of screwed, you know. In an enclosed area, the player characters will be forced to breathe it in eventually. They don't have a choice, unless they're protected from it somehow, you know. In a trench, gully, arroyo, pit, basement, etc., the gas will settle and concentrate. Any player characters forced to stay in these low areas, they're pretty much screwed. I suggest that any player characters caught in an enclosed area or in low-lying places where the gas can settle should get minuses on their saving throws versus breath weapon. And again, I'm not giving you this advice as a game master to I don't know, make the game unfair for your players. But in a game where there's magic, the laws of physics have to apply. If the laws of physics don't apply, magic can't defeat the laws of physics or bend the laws of physics. The laws of physics, they define our reality. Magic, by definition, warps those laws. It warps reality. So, in an area where, in a place where magic is prevalent, the laws of physics have to apply. A gas that's heavier than air sinks down and collects in low areas. Basic physics. You have to keep that in mind, otherwise, because I guarantee you, the minute you stop taking that into account, your players are going to use it against you. Smart players will. Since the dragon is immune to its own breath weapon, a good defensive strategy might be to stay in a low area in the underground lair. Any player characters wishing to engage the dragon in melee combat will have to brave the gas. You get those players who go, well, it's a gas, I'll shoot it with a fireball and blow it up. Well, guess what? Chlorine gas is not flammable, so it cannot be ignited to hurt the dragon. Fireballs and other spells will hurt the dragon, but they won't ignite the gas. Players who want to hurt the dragon will have to do it the old-fashioned way. Missile weapons generally do minimal damage, and melee fighters have to breathe, so, you know, it gives the dragon a significant advantage there. And it comes right down to it. A dragon will fight as vicious, I don't care how smart it is, a dragon will fight as vicious as any savage, barbarian, or whatever. Claw, bite, it's got a tail, it'll jump on them because it's big and it weighs a lot. Its wings can slap them. A headbutt works. My contention is a dragon that's smart will fall back on those when it has to, but it already has defensive tactics in its head because it's lived a long time and it knows these things. Play the dragon as such. if you have a dragon that's exceedingly stupid, chances are it won't last long. You know, either the players are going to kill it, or it should have died a long time ago. Either way, play dragons like they're smart, because most of them are. There's some that aren't, but most of them are. Anyway, I hope this finds everybody well. And again, these are not, you have to do it this way. This is not set in stone. This is my advice to younger dungeon masters. Take it or leave it. And above all else, enjoy playing Dungeons & Dragons. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.